of the government to bridge the unemployment gap that is apparent in the state. I'm sure many of you come here with a purpose. You wanted to explore, you wanted to know more about the opportunities that is there in the outside of the country. So to grab those opportunities, MSSDS would like to lend a hand on behalf of the government to facilitate so that you will be able to grab these opportunities at this young age. So without any further delay, I would like to call Kong Alvi. She'll be presenting on behalf of the MSSDS to present to you to show what MSSDS as an organization offers. Kong Alvi.
Thank you, Kevin. Very good evening to each and every one of you, and thank you so much for accepting our invitation to be a part of this workshop. My name is Alvida Kharbudan. I'm the program manager with MSSDS. And before we actually go towards the employment opportunities abroad, we would also like to tell you about what MSSDS is doing. What is our core initiative, and then we will move towards the overseas. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. This is a video. Don't know about. Okay, so MSSDS was started in 2011 with the core objective of skilling and thus provide livelihood to the youth, unemployed youth, even dropout youths, and even some of the schools-going students. So till date, we have been able to train candidates and be able to also place them, and some of them have been able to also start self-employment activities. So our vision for 2030, we are looking at being able to set up a world skills ecosystem that is being recognized at the national level. By doing that, we also envision to be ready with an infrastructure with advanced training, and also be able to partnership with collaborators from domestics and international. So before this program also, we had a stakeholder meeting in which part of it was to envision and look at how we can improve further, be it in skilling, be it in placement. And we are looking at this vision by having very, very specific goals. The goals of being able to train 1.5 lakh youth by 2030. And through this training, also be able to generate entrepreneurs in the state, and also provide placement domestics and overseas. Next slide. Okay, so how are we able to do all of this? We have MSSDS is a team of just 40 people, but we are able to do this through our partners, through our collaborators, and across the district we have 102 training providers who are empaneled with us, who are hands and feet on the ground across the districts. So we operate on all 12 districts, and we have 307 training centers. So in the past year, we have been able to train 24,000, almost 25,000 youth, and our target for this year is 35,000. To be able to train 35,000, and not just be able to train. If you remember the previous slide, also we are looking at being able to place, to generate a livelihood, employment for 70% of the candidates that we train. That's the minimum that we have as our goals. So across the districts, if you look, we have different targets for different region depending on the number of youths that are available in that districts. Next slides, please. So some of the popular sectors that we have been training are these sectors that you see here: agriculture, apparel, tourism, construction, food industry, and ITES. So this right now may not make any sense by just looking at the numbers. But in these sectors, there are multiple traits. One that not you directly, maybe your siblings, maybe your friends who you can relate this information to, they can register as part of our training and be a part of our success story. Next slide. Okay, so in this past year alone, we have been able to train these many candidates. So you saw the popular sectors, but we cater to 28 sectors, 28 different sectors, and within those sectors, we have been able to train in 147 trades. Okay, moving on. So we have been able to just drill down few of the sectors just to give you a broad perspective of what kind of trades are in those sectors. So if we look at the handicraft, we have been able to train in bamboo crafts, and those are the ones that we have trained: bamboo utility handicrafts, the cane and bamboo crafts, and then clay work. One story I would like to share, especially on how we initiated clay work. We have a training provider in West Jaintia Hills who met with this person who came from outside the state. And this person says, I have just come to the state to buy clay. That clay that we get in that district, that white clay. So our training provider was very curious as to why did he come all this way just to buy the clay? But this clay, he bought only for 1,000 rupees. And he went back, he created all those earrings, pendants that were sold at 1,000 per pair. From that 1,000 rupees clay, he was able to generate so much of profit. And so this training provider have seen that this initiative is something that we need to train our youth. If a person from outside can come just to buy the clay, and how much more for us who we have it as our natural resources. Doll making is something that we've just started last year itself, and also the footwear craft, that Kolhapuri chappal, we don't see it here. Most of us, we go outside, we see them, we would buy a pair or two, and then we come back. But there's nobody here who is able to make those footwear. So these are some of the opportunities in the handicraft sector. Next slide. Under the construction, skills and trades, we have all these training that we have been able to provide to some of our youths. Now the next step also is to look at not just training in mason or not just training in tiling, but to ensure that the person who's getting the training is also able to cater to multiple jobs, like not just mason, but also tiling, and be able to do granite work as well. So this will ensure that that person is able to get jobs, and create sustainability. Knowing just one trade will not be as helpful as knowing 2-3 trades. So under the construction, we see rural masonry, which we also do combined with the other scheme of PMAYG, of helping build houses in rural areas. So we train all those candidates across the districts. One new trade also that we introduced last year was a false ceiling and drywall installer. So if you have friends, family, relatives who are interested in getting skilled, in knowing a particular trade in any of these sectors, we have a slide later that will help you to be able to also share that information with them. Next slide, please. On the tourism and hospitality, as I mentioned, we have just closed a meeting which focusing on looking at the gaps that is currently within the state by meeting with all the stakeholders, be it from the hoteliers, the homestay owners, the training providers, and industry partners. So we're not just looking at skilling people, skilling the youth, but ensuring that they are able to be placed at a higher salary and also be able to create a career out of the training that they're receiving. So in this particular sector, we have broken down into three, be it culinary, services, and also accommodation. And under that, you can see these are the different trades that we have. Now, some of the trades that, you know, you or your friends are interested in, if they're not listed here, there is also a section for highlighting your interest level, if it is or not already covered in the list when you register. Next slide, please. So on beauty and wellness, again, this was also started with a story. There was a scenario that we found in Sora where we have so many tourists that are coming and going, but there was not even one good parlor that they can go to and, you know, get the services that they required. So what we did was we started a beautician course there, and right now we have all these trainees who have already been trained, and they are able to start their own parlor. And they're not just starting and getting a lower earning. You know, the tourists, they're willing to pay because they needed the service. And so all the trainees that we have trained were able to be placed or start their own self-employment activities. So under this, we have cosmetologists, senior hairdresser and stylists, senior beauty therapy, like I said, it's also included with a spa therapy. We see, like for example, at Nongriat, we see people going up and down, but we don't have people to cater to that business of being able to provide a massage, you know, at the end of that. If you go to other countries, these services are easily available, and we have those masseuses. And traditional masseuses we also have in the state that we can link with the skilled trainees. Next slide, please. So those three sectors, we have just given you a sense of what all are the trades that are available in the skill training, but those are just three sectors. So if there are any of the trades that you are requiring skilling on, that your friends are requiring skilling on, you can either scan this and register. All you need to do is you choose the skill that you require. And maybe the skills that you require may not be in that list. You can always choose for the other option and give a detail of what your requirements are. Okay? And then post that, all you need to do is enroll, and then you will get a lifetime ID that you can use lifetime. What does it mean by lifetime? Sometimes after you're being trained, you miss out some of the modules, some of the curriculum that was covered in those curriculum, some of the modules that was covered may not be relevant to you during the training, but after you've started the job, you realize, oh, I needed that. So you can always go back and check the training curriculum again, and it kinds of create a reskilling for yourself. So this is all about the skilling. Next slide. So we will go back, please. Yes. So we will now move towards the overseas placement um, placement initiative that we are doing. And for that, I would like to call my colleague, Russell Chalam, to be able to give you the details of the overseas placement. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Alvi. So before we go on with the next section of the presentation, so who would like to play a little game? Please raise your hand. Who wants to win something? This is very valuable. Raise your hand. Who would like to play a game? Come on. Okay. So we have here about 10 gifts for any one of you who will be participating in this game. Okay, so all you have to do is raise your hand. Okay, the first 5 people who raise their hand, so we will pick you, bring you forward, and then if you guess the correct answer, we'll distribute you these gifts. Okay, you also, sir. Yes. These gifts are worth 500 rupees. Okay. All right. So again, I would like to request Kevin, and okay, just Kevin. Kong Alvi also, if you may. So each one of you will have to help me in identifying the people or participants who raise their hands first. Okay. The fastest, we will call them. Yes. Come, Banala. Come, all of you. So please help me. Please come forward. Yes, come around. Come this way. Wanashani. Fast. Okay. Okay, guys, are you ready? MSSDS team, are you ready? Yes? Okay. So, the first 5 people who raise their hands first, okay, we will select you. So, guess the name of this country. Slide, please. Raise your hands, okay? Just raise your hands. Count. Okay, please come forward. Come. Come. All say it together. Wait. Okay, can you all say it together? What country this is?
Singapore.
Okay, that's very good. So a round of applause for these winners. So here's one for you, and one for you. Is that all? Or one more? Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, we'll have one more round, okay? So the next 2 people who can guess this country will give you the gifts. All right. Are you ready? Yes? So those who just won this now, is it heavy? Yes or no? It is heavy, right? So it's expensive. All right. We'll have the next team. Okay, I can see here. 1. Okay. Come. All right. Here. Osha. Hey, which country? Wait. Okay. Speak to the mic.
Germany.
Very good. Okay. So the next country, we'll all guess together. What country is this? New Zealand. Okay. So how many of you are from hospitality background? Please raise your hand. Okay. So you know there is a job opening in New Zealand, right? Yes or no? Have you registered when you enter the auditorium? Yes. So you've heard of the job opportunities in New Zealand? Yes. So it's a job opportunity for internship in hotel management. So hotel management background, you can apply. All right. And we'll get to the details later. So let's continue with our presentation. Slides. So as you can see here, so this is a scale of demand and supply, or so you could say. So on your left, the green color is where there is abundance of something, and the red color towards your right side is where it is lacking or deficit of something. All right. So in abundance, on the green color, we have many human resources. Okay. We have resources. We have people who are looking for jobs like us. All right. And on your right side are countries where there are many jobs opportunities. Okay. Employment opportunities. So people on the right, on your right or on your left, India is number one, where there is abundance of manpower, right? Like you and me. And countries on your right side, like Taiwan, Japan, Poland, Singapore, Germany, so they need human resources because there is abundance of job opportunities. Is this clear? Yes? So you know why we're having this overseas placement program? Yes or no? Please, I need you to respond so that I can understand. Yes or no? Yes. So why we are having these overseas placement opportunities? Because there are jobs available in these countries in red color. And we, the number one country in the green color, we have that resources, such as you and me. All right. Okay, let's look at those job opportunities from these countries on your right side. So, to start off or to kick off, we have job opportunities in Japan, in Singapore, in Germany, in the UK, Russia, and New Zealand. So, as you can see here, in Japan, we have job opportunities for caregivers. So, the picture where our Honorable CM, our two candidates from our region who traveled to Japan and worked there as caregivers. Okay. And we have other pictures in which the employers are discussing with us with agreement, signing an agreement with the government of Meghalaya to ensure that these opportunities are met properly with our candidates. Okay? All right? Okay, let's go on. Right, so these are the job roles that are available. We have nurses, caregivers, mechatronics, in electricians for class 12 pass, okay, ITI students, hotel management, such as yourselves. We have internship programs. We're going to come up with more hospitality management job opportunities in other countries and in India as well. All right. And also general worker, which is available in the European Union countries. So let's talk about these employers. Okay. So as you, the employers, so these are the agents who connect us with these countries abroad. All right. So they are in the middle. So suppose on your top left corner, so MSSDS International. So that is an agent which connects from India, which connects us people from Meghalaya to Germany in job roles such as caregivers and nurses. And we have here another employer such as Tucoms, if you can see in pink color. So they connect us to job opportunities in Germany and New Zealand. So in what job roles? Staff nurse, commercial vehicle technicians, in housebuilding, home caregivers, and internship in hotel management. All right. So these are the other employers such as Asporia we have for European Unions, countries like Slovakia, Poland, Okay, and then we have Alpha Manpower, who connect us with job opportunities in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and then we have Ajit Enterprise, who are connecting us with job opportunities in Singapore, and Navis in jobs in Japan. Okay, so so this is just the beginning. Okay, so these are just the network that we just started to build. So it's just let's say five fingers. Okay, so with your help we can connect more. Okay, when there is a demand from your side, maybe we can connect more job opportunities that are available outside the country. Okay, so whenever there is a job opportunities available in which they offered us, we are going to accept when the requirements are met with our youth. But if there are demands from your end, maybe we can try and reach out to those countries where the job opportunities that are being demanded by you can be met. All right? Understood? Yes? Are you happy? Yes or no? Okay. Are you hungry? Not yet. Okay, good. Next slide. Okay. So this is the present position where we are. So we just started. So we had over 27 nurses who are working in Japan. We have 9 in Singapore, and we are going to start. I'm happy to say this to you that we are going to start a new batch who are going to work in Germany. Okay, so they're going to start the batch on Friday. So they're going to start with the language training, and after the completion of the language training, then they will go to Germany to work as staff nurse. All right. So it is a delightful experience to be part of this, and for you also to also have the same, to share the same experience. All right, next. So here's an example of what our candidates from Shillong or from Meghalaya, what they get. So for example, so these 2 candidates, they are working in Japan as caregivers. Okay, they're working only as caregivers, but the remittance, what they get. So from here, they might be getting around 25 to 30K working as nurses, but out there they're getting 1.25 lakhs. That is the average. Excuse me. So when they started, we had the picture of what we want. So we have guaranteed that you will be getting a minimum of 1 lakh, okay, of salary. But when they reach there, they're getting 1.25 of lakhs, okay, 25 lakhs, which is higher than what we expected. Why? Because there's quality. We people from Meghalaya, we have that quality, and you too, you can be part of this. Okay, they're getting 1.25 lakhs, and I can tell you, for your doubts, that there is tax deduction which can come about to around 20,000, and then what you will be getting in your hand is around, let's say if you are getting 1.25 lakhs, so you will have around maybe 1 lakh in your hand. Okay, and what you can send home, maybe 50,000, 60,000, depending on your mood or how much you can give to your family. All right. But remember, whenever you are giving back to your home, you're giving back to your state. Okay. When you go abroad, when you go and work abroad, you're not only going for your own benefit, but it's also benefiting the state when you send back money to your parents. The money that goes back to your parents, it goes back to the state. And if we add all of that together, from you, so we are getting more money for the state. All right. Okay. So don't you want to be part of that change? Is our state rich or poor? Okay, we can say it is poor, right? But if you go outside, if you send back money to your own state, will we not be rich? Yes or no? Yes, exactly. Okay, so these are examples, and I hope you are also enthusiastic. I mean, you have that aspiration to go out. Yes or no? How many of you want to go and work abroad? That's very good. Very good. So when you go abroad, remember that you are not going only on your behalf, but also on behalf of the state. Okay, you're carrying everyone, every single citizen who belong to the state, you're carrying them with you. Okay, all right, let's see, what do we have next? So, when you go abroad, remember that this is a state program. I mentioned earlier that we have this agreement, we have this meeting with these employers. Why? So that we on the state, on behalf of the state, we can also assist you in some ways. Obviously, these programs, they are not free. As you can understand, you are traveling to another country, so nothing comes for free, right? So the state is giving you an assistance of 50,000, whatever the program is. If for Germany program, you will need around 3.5 lakhs or 4 lakhs. If for Japan program, you need around 2.5 lakhs or 3 lakhs. Whatever it is, the package that is required to move you to another country, from the state, we will give you an assistance or grant of 50,000 rupees only. Okay? And on top of that, we are also giving you a skill loan. Do you know how much interest is in a loan? Can anyone take a guess? How much? 0? No. Normally, a loan will take you, personal loan, maybe 15, 20, 30%. Right? If you take 1 lakh, you'll have to pay back 30,000 of interest. Yes or no? That is why we're giving a loan. Right? But on behalf of the government, we have worked out that you can take this loan at 0 interest. Okay? Which means only the principal amount that you take, you will repay. And that also only after you start working. Right? So if you are, aspiring to go to Germany and you have to learn the language for 6 months, and then there will be a transition period where we'll have to move you from India to Germany. Maybe it will take around 2 months. So that will come around to 8 months. And then on the 9th month that you start working, the first salary you will get, then the deduction for the installments will start. Okay, will begin. Right? Yes or no? Come, Manri? Yes, in. Yes, so after 12 months, which is even better. So even if you start working around the 9th month, you will start paying from the 12th month. Okay. So that is mandatory to start after the 12th month. Okay. So you have an abundant time, okay, for you to restart the repayment. Okay, whatever you take, remember that is 0% interest of loan. All right. Okay, so this is what the recruitment partner, okay, what the role of the recruitment partner. So they will conduct the language training if language is required in other countries, and then they will guarantee placement so that if you are going to work in another country, there should be a guarantee placement for you. Okay, it's not like you up and leave, and then when you get there, you don't have a job. No, it's not something like that. Okay, so they have to guarantee that only if the job is available, then we will send our people. All right. And then finally, so these employers or these partners, they will also manage your visa process, the flight. Okay, so there will be going to be a handhold process from the transition from India to another country. All right, next. All right. Okay, so we have another game. Who's up for another game? Please raise your hand. Okay, before we move on to another game, maybe we should be a little bit serious. And based on the presentation that I delivered just now, are there any questions and answers? Huh? You go to previous slide? Huh. Okay, so based on the presentation, do you have any questions? Anybody? I saw earlier that so many of you wanted to go abroad, but then nobody is asking any questions. Wait, we're coming to you.
For the manage the visa process and all, like, will the government will provide for that, or we have to pay by our own for the visa?
So as I mentioned, it depends from employers to employers, okay? So some employers, they might help you assist in providing you that assistance, but in others, you'll have to pay by yourself. That is why we have this skill loan, okay? As I've mentioned, so this program is not free. You'll have to bear expenses because you're moving to another country and it is you who is getting the job, nobody else, right? So you will have to bear that expense, but we'll have the skill loan at 0 interest in which you will be start paying after 12 months, all right? Okay, understand? So when they have money, okay.
To elaborate his answer, I say that all these course fees are, why is there so much disturbance? Course fees that we will charge, or the employers, the recruiting partners will, the training providers will charge. Can we fix this? Thank you. Okay, so all the course fees that the training providers or the recruiting partners will charge will be inclusive of everything. They'll tell you, say that they tell you it's 3.5 lakhs or 2.5 lakhs. It includes your training, it includes your language training, your culture training, visa, your travel, tickets, everything till you reach that country. So out of that, say if it's 3.5 lakhs, we give you 50,000. That means you have to take, you have to pay 3 lakhs. That 3 lakhs you don't need to pay at one time. There are different stages in your training that you have to pay. And for these stages, you can avail the loan. Okay? We will give you the loan. We will disburse this loan as per the payment of the training partner. Okay? Is that clear? There was another question.
Yeah, Miss. Miss, what about this one from the hospitality managements? I mean, from the culinary departments, we have to do the internships, or the one that we already did in our internships. So we have to do it again, or we have to go over there and we can go for the OJT.
Currently, the only recruiting partner who's offering anything in hospitality and management sector is Tucoms, and they are providing only internship program in New Zealand. So you'll have to do the internship program, and if you have already completed your internship, then please make sure you register and yourselves and tell us exactly what you need, so we will find the right employer for you or the recruiting partner. So because if you have already completed, you don't want to go for an internship again, we will try to find you a direct job. But right now, we have an offer of internship. Tucoms, would you like to elaborate on that?
So the primary hiring which we right now have is for internships, okay? However, we have also employees, okay, who are looking forward for candidates, okay? But then the fresher candidates will not be eligible. People will have to have experience, okay? So if you are working in a hotel management right now, and if you are planning to go for internships, we can go ahead. However, I don't know if there are alumni students also available here who are been working somewhere. You can connect with us. We can look forward and help with the help of MSSDS. We can also look forward for giving you placements. I also heard, I guess you're from MOCAM, correct? Someone, whoever has raised your hand, correct. Right. So in that case, you had, your director was talking to me regarding that most of you are chefs, and you are looking forward for a prospective job probably in the similar field. However, if you have to work abroad, they require experience on papers, okay, for chef. And they need specialization. Like they would come back and say breakfast chef, okay, or a particular culinary specialized chef and all that. So what I would like to suggest you is, it is always good to start with the internship in abroad. The reason why, you get an idea of what is the working culture in abroad. there is a distinctive difference of working culture here as well as in abroad. So once you have that internship experience, it gives you a subsiding understanding of whether you are being able to cope up with the kind of culinary things which are being asked there. Any other question? Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. Oh.
Okay. Coming back, yes. Sorry, I was trying to figure out who is asking questions.
Regarding requirement process, so if every one of us wanted to sit in the same department, so what's the requirement?
Same department as in chef department?
No, as in like in any department. Like what's
So see, I'll tell you. For internships in New Zealand, basically we require people with diploma or degree holding certification with a compulsory, going ahead and compulsory in the curriculum of your college. There has to be compulsory 6 months internship in your curriculum, which I guess all of you have that in your curriculum, correct? So there are procedures of interviews. So there are 3-4 rounds of interviews. Accordingly, it gets into the internship process. However, during the internship of the 6 months, you get an exposure in all the departments. You cannot come back and say, okay, I have done housekeeping, so I'll do internships only in housekeeping. No. You might have to open for all the departments. And in a way, it is good also, because in an international workplace, you are being able to go ahead and being able to experience all the kind of taste. Correct? I hope I could answer you. Yes? Okay. Any more questions? And the best part of New Zealand is that you don't need to learn any language. All you need to do is a very good interview process. There's no language. And the remuneration, the cost of the internship comes to nearly 3.25 or 3. Exact is there in that particular sheet which I've given you. You can scan and you will be able to see the details out there. And you can save around 6 lakh rupees in 6 months, to be very honest. And by the time you come here in 6 months, you are a 6 lakh rupee owner. If you want to open up your own hotel, please start doing that. Correct? Yeah. Anything, any questions? Yes.
So ma'am, do we have any opportunity for students outside of Meghalaya?
This is all opportunities which MSSDS with Russell sir, everyone is coming back and talking to you about the opportunity.
So ma'am, it's like we're not students from Meghalaya, we're from outside Meghalaya, from other state. So like, do we have opportunity for students outside the state, like from...
Yeah, I guess you can. I mean, nothing stops you. You can be from any part of the world. It's just that we want Indian citizens. Then you will. Then I don't think so. You will be eligible to get the skill loan which the MSSDS is providing you, because you are from a different state. So in that case, the finance has to be managed by your end. And if you are from Meghalaya state, then I guess you will be able to get the skill loans. Yes? Any other questions? Yes, a lot of questions. Yes, I'm excited. Yes.
Good evening, ma'am. I just want to ask, ma'am, about we are staff nurse, like we can choose our own department, or like if we go abroad, we can choose, means the department by ourselves, or they will put by themselves?
So in staff nurse, let me first give you an idea of what kind of opportunities come. Okay, you are working as a staff nurse. Okay, so we go ahead and place in all kinds of places, okay, whether it is hospitals, whether it is elderly care, whether it's nursing homes, etc. Now, since you are a beginner, if you come with an experience, okay, generally we take GNM and BSc nursing, not ANMs. I specify again, GNMs and BSc nursing, not ANMs. Now, BSc nursing are the easy people to go ahead and place because they are considered to be a higher in the terms of degree of nursing. Correct? Now, coming back and choosing the departments. Initially, you can always come back and say that I want to work for this department. Okay, and if you have your work ex in that particular department, obviously you will be given that opportunity. But then, when it comes of choosing whether in hospitals, whether in elderly care or nursing home, etc., that we take as an option, but it is not always guaranteed that we go ahead and give placement to you in the hospitals alone. Specifically in Germany, just to give you an understanding of Germany as a location, Germany is a very smaller country compared to India. So from north to south, if you have to travel, it only takes 10 hours train ride. That's it. Okay? So why am I saying this? Because there are multiple states out there. Okay? And there are smaller states. There are expensive states. Expensive states are like Berlin. Okay? All these states are expensive. They are countryside and all that. Now, the requirement, if you are placed in the top tier 1 state or a metropolitan state, the expenses are very higher. However, the hospital, there is a chain of hospitals which run across various states. So that is never a problem for you to get an opportunity there, that ways.
Her question was, you know, a hospital has different departments.
No, I answered that, whether she can choose in her own domain or not. Own department, yeah. She can, I will again say that you can always put your department choice, that if you have worked in pediatric, I want to work in pediatric. If you want to work in neurology, neurology. But it is not always, it depends upon the employer requirement. However, in Germany, in all the departments, the need of people is high. So you always can be lucky in getting your own choice of opportunity.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Anyone has any other questions?
Okay, so thank you so much for the questions. Thank you for opening up to us, and thank to Coms for clarifying any of the queries. So again, before we conclude this presentation, let's play one last game. So we have here 1, 2. Okay, 4 gifts. All right. So this game, come on, slides please. Okay. So this is called Pack Your Bag Challenge. Okay. Suppose you are going overseas. You're going to work there, and you will have to guess. Let's say. At least 5 items. Get 5 items right from here, and you will win these gifts. Okay, do you have a pen and paper with you? Or maybe your phone? You can use your phones, you can type in whichever you feel is correct. Okay, 5 things that is required for you to carry when you go abroad. Specifically for work, okay? When you're working outside, settling down outside, what do you need to carry? Get at least 5 things, right? Dunbok, what do you say? 5 or? There are 6 things. Okay, we'll come down to 5. There are 6 things which is all correct, but then we'll count down to 5. Oh, yeah, one. Okay. 60. They might not get all correct. Okay, the highest number of correct, we'll take those. So I'll just time you. I'll count from 10. Okay, and we will stop. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, stop. All right. So who would like to try first? Come up front. Come. 4 people, come. Okay, from there. Use the mic. Done now. All right.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, first I choose
Right.
medical checkup, culture, passport, CV,
medical checkup, and then
culture
awareness,
and passport,
passport,
CV, work attire,
CV,
communication skills.
work attire, communication skills. Okay, so 6 things. A big round of applause. Yeah. Next. Yeah, 5 or 6. Okay. Ta, come on. Ta.
First is medical checkup, passport,
Medical checkup, and then
passport, cultural awareness,
okay,
communication skill,
okay,
and CV.
and your CV. So that's 5. Maybe one more. What else? Okay. All right. Ta.
Okay, I choose passport, cultural awareness, resume, communication skill, and work attire.
Work attire. Okay.
The first is medical checkup, passport, communication skill, resume, cultural awareness, and work attire.
Okay. Here also 6. All right. I think we can give to them. Come on. All right. Okay. Come. Okay. All right.
First thing is medical checkup,
Come. Use for 6.
and then passport, culture awareness,
Okay.
communication skills, resume, work attire.
Work attire. That's 5. You have one more person?
Actually 6. Medical, culture, okay. Culture, medical, passport, communication, resume, work attire.
Okay, that's also 6. Also correct. All right, come. Wow, come on. Last one.
It's the passport, resume, medical checkup, culture awareness, work attire, and communication skills.
Communication skills. So that is total 6. So they're getting 6 and 6. So sorry, you got only 5. 5 or 6. You do this. You can also. Come. Okay. So congratulations to those winners and those who have given mobile games, pets, your instant noodle for a year, childhood, and then your favorite sofa. You're getting it wrong. All right. So next slide. For those who have not completed your registration, you can scan this code, register yourself, select which country you want, if that's what you want, and the preference of your job as well. Okay. You can select from those jobs which are already available, jobs opportunities which are available, or you can demand the job that you want. All right. Okay. Thank you so much.
I would like to thank my colleagues for the insightful presentation. I hope all of you have gained some information and you have cleared your doubts. Now I request our Executive Director, Shri Jagdish Chelani, IAS, to kindly give a few words of inspiration to all our aspirants.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. It's wonderful to see all of you today for this overseas placement workshop. As much of the team has already informed you that today you are here, this is a very important moment for Meghalaya in general. We have the capacity for a lot of these international placements which are being offered. You have a lot of placement partners which you have seen over the platform, the different trades that all of these placement partners are providing. The agenda of this entire program has been that while MSSDS wants to train 1.5 lakh people in Meghalaya through the aegis of the state government under the with MSSDS, the aim is also to train at least 10,000 people for international placements. For this, we have been working with a lot of training partners on a lot of curriculums and the national government as well to ensure that you have an opportunity to have a good remunerative job abroad. Now, for example, the queries that you have asked, 2Coms is our partner under the Indie Talent vertical of theirs, which is starting the German language course, and this is what 2Coms has to offer to you. Similarly, the other 6 or 7 training partners which are now planning or post in the place where they can place you abroad for international placements, they may have much more higher opportunities for you, which are more suited or more tailored made for you itself. So that's why in the initial part, when Madam Malvi had also presented, whatever your availability is, you can mention it out, and we'll try to align you with the right training placement partner. 2Coms already has a large vertical which is working for a long period of time in this space, so they may be a very good partner for you. We have a lot of good partners for Japan, and for we'll also be creating a lot of partners for other countries as well. So we'll look forward for that. So don't miss it out. It's a great opportunity for those who are in hotel management, specifically for this New Zealand visit. Though the internship is for 6 months, and it is a sizable amount of money that you can earn, but more importantly, when you are coming back from there, it is like an education abroad. Anybody who has studied from Harvard or Princeton is always more valued than anybody who studied from a college here, right? So similarly, if you have worked abroad, if you have worked there, and even after that, if you want to come back, you would have come back with a lot of experience, a lot of new learnings, and that's where the entire scenario today is about. If you have any niche to produce, if you are a nurse who has worked abroad, if you are a hotel management student who has worked abroad, if you're an engineer who has worked abroad, you will always bring to the table something additional from your peer group. And life is not about the competition that you do with that peer group. It is also about the learning that you will improve in yourselves. So experiment it out. It's a great opportunity for you to see firsthand what these jobs are offering you, what the entire market is today about. As of today, we are at a very beautiful position where we are culturally very suited for most of these countries to be taken from Meghalaya. Each one of them have preferred Meghalaya because of the culture, because of the cuisine, the very nature that we have here in people out here, the cleanliness of the space. So all of this favors us a lot. And it is important for us to ensure that we utilize that opportunity at the earliest and the best possible manner. Secondly, most of your training providers, for the student who is from outside, just as an information, again, the only thing that you will probably not be receiving would be the 50,000 that you get from the state government. Most of the training providers give you an opportunity to repay back after you have already been placed. So you can, the students who are from Meghalaya will get that interest-free loan if in case required. But again, they will also probably not require it in many cases, because the company, like, I don't know if 2Coms does provide that. They can pay back when they have joined the service, yeah? Great, perfect. So 2Com will do that. Navis, the other company that you have seen for Japan, which we have a lot, the 27 nurses that have been placed in Japan, they're doing the same thing. They're right now in Japan, and from the earnings every month, they are paying back a part of the training fee that they had. So during the training, there was no fee which was charged to them. They had to pay back from the fee, from the revenue that they are generating, or from the salary that they are getting while working there in Japan or in Germany, right? So you have that opportunity, or you have that option. And very importantly, don't limit this information to yourself. We are doing, this is the third training workshop that we are doing on overseas, this is the third overseas workshop that we have here today. This is also to ensure that you take this information, give it to your friends, give it to your colleagues, people who have had worked in this space for a long time. Most of you are young, probably you are still studying or have just come out of the college in your respective fields. But there will be some professionals who have already worked in these places. If you know them, please let them know that these opportunities are there. Today, MSSDS's main job is to ensure that we connect you to the people who can place you to better remunerative jobs. And second is to ensure that you have the information that you have this opportunity out there. You will probably not have this opportunity here. Just for example, as a nurse, how many of you are nurses here? Trainee nurses or post-training nurses? What's the average salary for nurses out here? What is the average salary? You can just 24,000, 20,000, right? So anybody from hotel management? What's the average salary? You're not yours, average salary. 25,000, right? So now, it is now upon you, if you want to take this opportunity up, as a nurse, you have already seen what kind of differential does other countries provide to you. Obviously, these countries are more expensive in terms of basic as well than India, but you tend to save a lot. For example, in this nursing courses, many of them were provided accommodations. Those who were not provided accommodation were attached to the accommodation units. And this was again supported by the training placement provider that we had. So these are the people who took them to Bangalore, trained them in language in Japanese, and then took them to Tokyo to their headquarter office and got them placed in the respective medical units. Same for TUCOMs. Today they have the very first indigenous German language training center of Shillong. Has started with TUCOMs itself. So again, their aim is that they take candidates from here, and through their verticals in Germany, through their verticals in other countries, in New Zealand, they will connect you to the right placement providers over there as well, right? So the people who are recruiting you, they also trust them that they will pick up the right people, and we also trust them that they will take you to the right people as well, right? That's the framework that we have within the entire scenario. So I wish you the very best. Please ensure that you make the best out of this opportunity. If nothing, it will at least be a great experience for you guys. We assure you that there will be nothing bad. At least that's the minimum assurance that as government officers we can provide it to you. That we'll ensure that it should be as smooth as possible for you. But it's a journey. It's a journey that you will have to take as an individual. It will not happen with your family. You won't be doing this with your family. You'll be doing it as an individual alone. So you shall be prepared to face some difficulties, and you shall also be excited about the opportunities that await you while you are there all around. So my best wishes to all of you. I hope that this comes out as an important turning point for your lives. Very honestly, very honestly, before wrapping up, had I got this opportunity, I would have actually become a nurse and went to Japan. It's great. That would have been really good as an option to take up. If you are one, I would recommend the best to you as well. So thank you everyone for being here today. Thanks to the team for making wonderful work and for organizing this workshop. I again hope that we keep, if any of you have friends in Tura or in Garo Hills, let them know that the next workshop is happening there as well. So they can join there. Whenever they have the chance, they can also join. Probably on 20th we have planned, but we'll finalize the dates and lead it out to the public. So our next workshop will also be there. They can join us there if you have any friends who are wondering if there will be any workshop over there as well. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, sir, for those words of inspiration. I hope that everyone present here, especially these young people, they would have taken that as words of inspiration where they can boost their career ahead and become prosperous, attaining these opportunities abroad. So we have come to the conclusion of this program, and before we go, I would like to thank everyone present here, especially you, all the participants, the aspirants. Without you, we won't be able to move ahead with this program. And it is you who play the main role in this program to show a success in the state and in the country itself. So now with okay, so once again, I thank you all, and the program has come to an end. Thank you.